All right, so we jumping straight back into the rabbit hole, ladies and gentlemen. Darrell Brooks, he's cross-examining this witness. Now, last video, we heard him testify. Pretty much, she saw the vehicle; it was swerving all over the road, and it hit his kids. So, that alone kind of shows you the gravity of the witness. This witness kind of shows intent. Is one of the few eyewitnesses who actually saw, like, can confirm that it was him driving the truck, saw him, and clearly saw him swerving into people as opposed to swerving out of the way, trying to swerve out of the way, because that's what he was saying in the beginning. He was trying to swerve and he was slowing down because he was swerving out of the way of people. This guy kind of proves to us that that's complete bullshit because he aimed for the kids. But anyways, we're going to jump into the cross-examination. I'm pretty sure it's a good one, because how do you cross-examine someone who you try to hit? We're about to find out right now. Anyways, let's grab your popcorn, your shots, your ganja, anything you guys need. Let's get into this thing.
Go ahead, Mr. Brooks.
You stated that all the videos you just saw were accurate depictions of what you observed that day, correct?
Yes.
Have you seen any of these videos before today?
No.
Man, I would be rude as hell. I'm not even lying. You hit my kids and try to hit me, and I'm just answering questions all regular, bro. I don't know. I would have been the judge would have had to tell me some shit. I would have been saying all types of crazy shit. I don't know why he's just so relaxed. And then at the same time, it's been a few months, so it's been a while. So you probably had time to think about it, but still, I would have been going crazy.
So today's your first time seeing any of this footage?
Yes.
Mr. Green, have you ever been convicted of a crime?
Yes.
I'm surprised they didn't object to that. Have you ever been convicted of a crime? What does that matter? Probably got convicted when he was like 17 or some shit. This guy's like 40. He clearly isn't doing no shit right now. He got hella kids, a whole wife. He ain't like... So he's going to try to make this guy look bad for what reason? I don't know, but...
Do you remember what you did when the vehicle passed you?
Yes.
You state for the record what you did immediately following the vehicle passing you?
I ran to see if my kids were okay.
You stated that your wife was standing to your left. Do you recall what she did?
No, I don't.
Do you recall checking to see if your wife was okay?
No, I don't.
Do you recall getting a look at the driver of the vehicle?
Yes, I do.
And what did you see?
I seen somebody in a hoodie with dark skin.
Did you observe anyone else in the vehicle?
No, I did not.
Could you see the entire vehicle? Passenger seat and back seats?
I don't recall seeing anybody in the back seats. The windows were tinted.
So it would be fair to say if there was somebody seated in the back, you wouldn't have seen them.
I couldn't say.
No, you would have seen him. Only 5% you can't see somebody. It was broad daylight, parade time, midday. Like, you would have saw somebody. Even 5% during midday, you probably could kind of see a shadow. There's nobody in the back, bro. Nobody. And, like, let's spin this around and say there was somebody in the back of the truck. What is that even? Okay. You're still, like, again, I said before, he was still the one seen driving, so what does it matter? You're still the one who swerved into everybody, so it's a waste of a question.
Did you get a license plate number of the vehicle?
No, I did not.
your opinion, about how fast would you say the vehicle was traveling?
Hard to say.
After the vehicle passed you, did you observe it strike anyone else?
No, I did not.
Were you injured during the incident in any way?
No, I was not.
Was your wife injured in any way during the incident?
No, she was not.
Wait. That's the end of the questions? Hold up. Hold on. Where are we going? Wait, he's dead ass about to move on. He said, were you injured? Was your wife injured? Did you forget the kids? The ones that you fucking, hit with a Ford Escape 2009? What was it? 2009? The older the heavier. So you hit some kids with a heavy ass fucking SUV, but you forgot about those two, right? Just you and your wife. You guys were fine, so, moving on. That's crazy.
Were you injured
just forgot about
during,
him.
The incident in any way?
No, I was not.
Was your wife injured in any way during the incident?
No, she was not.
And that's it. He just moves on. That's he just moves on.
Do you recall about how long you were at the parade before the incident happened?
I do not.
Do you recall about how long you stayed after the incident?
No longer than 3 minutes?
So you got right out of there immediately after.
Yes.
Do you recall making a report of what happened at the incident?
No.
You don't recall talking to Officer Sepakan?
I did not talk to anybody at the incident.
You don't recall making any police report to what happened?
Not at the incident, no.
In the days following the incident, did you make any report?
Yes, I did.
Do you recall who the officer was that you reported the incident to?
No, I do not.
Yo, he's reading the police complaint or the police report. This is what I'm saying. He's so underprepared. At least the treehouse guy, he tried and he got a mistrial. I feel like that was the best representation we've ever seen from somebody. What's his name? Ty Tucker. Ty Tucker, he represented himself. He went pro se. Boom, bam. He got a mistrial. And honestly, he kind of exposed the defense and showed that, not the defense, the prosecution, and kind of showed that they didn't have any evidence. Anyways, we're not going to get into that, but I'm just saying, he actually did his research. Like, he tried, you know what I'm saying? And his charges weren't as serious. This guy is facing 7 life sentences, and it seems like all he could do is pick up a police report per person and just read off of it and ask questions. Like, the questions that don't even make sense. Like, they don't lead anywhere. Like, how long did you stay after the parade? Well, how long did it take for you to get there? You know, like, what was it sunny outside? Like, bro, none of these questions mean anything. It's kind of frustrating, like, honestly. It's frustrating because he has all that shit and he could kind of probably put something together, something with, something that made sense, but instead he just, I guess he sleeps. I don't know what you could do in a cell, but I guess he just be chilling. Like, no research has been done in this case from him, I feel like. All he does is just pull out documents, reads off of a random one, and creates a question from it.
So earlier you said that you heard a crash to your right, which alerted you to the vehicle approaching. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Do you know what that crash was?
The vehicle hitting the band.
Pretty simple.
So before you heard that crash, you wasn't alerted to the presence of a vehicle approaching?
No, I was not.
Would it be fair to say that it was really loud during the parade at that time?
Yes.
Do you recall in the report that you made that you initially thought the vehicle was part of the parade and it was an accident?
Yes.
So it's fair to say from when you first saw the vehicle approaching that that's what you thought?
Yes.
Do you recall the vehicle swerving?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember what direction the vehicle swerved in?
To the left, towards me and my family.
And did it swerve away from your family at that point?
After it hit my family, yes.
Yeah, see, proving his intention. He's going through this question as if it's going to help him. He should have avoided this question altogether. Did you see the vehicle swerving? Yeah, dumbass. Intentionally toward me. Like, what kind of a question is that when you're trying to defend yourself? I mean, he could have broke it down another way, but every question he asks, you notice how good lawyers, they'll just like, when they ask a question, it's so direct, you only can pretty much say yes, no, I went inside, I went outside. There's no real, they don't allow for you to elaborate. The questions are super to the point. But when Brooks goes and asks a question, you could honestly make a whole paragraph off of any question he asks because it's so vague. The vagueness of the question is what's killing him, because then it kind of just allows the witness to make him look more like shit.
Family.
And did it swerve away from your family at that point?
After it hit my family, yes.
Do you remember stating that you were not sure if the people being run over were part of the parade or guests watching the parade?
I do not recall making that statement, no.
Reading off the police report. That's all you
Do
could
you
do.
recall the make or model of the SUV?
This is like the definition of someone who copied the homework but doesn't know shit. So they're going to write things that just don't even make no sense. And it's just like, well, he put it there in that section in this way. So fuck it. I'm just going to write it out. That's what this looks like. Like when you do a fucking class presentation and, you know, you didn't do shit, but you up there, though. You presented, you know. Shit, that's exactly what this looks like. He did nothing to help himself. Maybe he could have got like 4 life sentences. You never know. He could have, like, you know, finessed something.
SUV?
No, I do not.
Do you recall the license plate number of the SUV?
No, I do not.
This guy sucks. I'm not going to lie.
Do you remember stating that when you saw the SUV coming, you froze?
Yes.
And do you remember saying that you stared directly at it as it was driving towards you?
Yes.
And you didn't get an accurate description of the driver?
I had already stated that I seen a tan-skinned person with a hood on.
You said dark skin.
A tan-skinned person. A black person. I like the respect though. A tan-skinned person. When I think tan-skinned person, I'm thinking like a Mexican though. You know, like super brown. I'm not thinking of a black person. You gotta say like a black guy. You know what I mean? But I fuck with it.
Objection. That's not a question in argumentative.
Oh, is there a
Brown.
question, Mr. Brooks? You can't testify, but you can question him. So your last statement I'll strike. Ask your question.
Did you not state earlier that you saw a dark skinned driver?
Yes.
And did you now just state that you saw a tan skinned driver?
They both seem the same to me.
Would that be yes?
Yes.
Thank you.
So from your perspective, dark skin and tan skin is the same?
Objection. Has to answer.
Grounds.
Argumentative. Next question. You can rephrase.
What would you consider to be dark skin?
Objection. Relevant.
Grounds.
Overruled. You may answer.
It's hard to say.
What would you consider to be tan skin?
Darker than Caucasian, I guess.
Would it be fair to say that there is different types of shades of color to people? Would that be fair to say?
I'll
Yes.
stipulate to that.
He answered the question. His answer may stand.
Do you recall if the driver was doing anything, gesturing or doing anything?
No.
Do you recall hearing gunshots?
No.
Man, the questions are so bad, bro. Like I could do a better job. I promise you. Like with the shit I had, with all that evidence against me, I could have still did a better job than this. This is terrible.
Any idea why that would be in the report?
Objection.
See, he don't even know. See, the report. He's not supposed to know what the fuck the report's supposed to have, bro. You're supposed to read the report and understand it and ask the questions. This is a witness, bro. Any reason why that's on the report? Like, bro, the police, first of all, made the report at the end of the day. They put it all together. He's asking for help. He's asking the witness for help right now in front of us. You see him ask the judge for help. You see him ask witnesses for help because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Foundation.
Sustained as to the form of the question. That's foundation.
Do you recall stating that, well, let me read from the report. Thomas stated they heard gunshots and he picked up Charles and they ran back to their vehicle. Do you recall making that statement?
I recall an officer coming down the street yelling gunshots fired.
You got here, buddy? Yes, sir. Oh, shit. You already know. This is my bad. Yes, sir.
Any idea why you would be mistaken in your report that you heard the gunshots?
Objection. Mischaracterizes the
Grounds.
evidence.
Sustained. A lack of foundation as to the form of the question.
I'm reading directly from the report now. Directly from the report.
That's not the issue, Mr. Brooks. The issue is it his statement or a summary of his statement? Because that makes a difference to the foundation you have to lay.
It does not say summary.
I'll object if that was a question for the witness. If it was an argument with the court, I'll withdraw that objection.
I believe it was a statement to the court. I don't know what you're looking at, but if it's a witness statement, typically there's something either signed, sometimes police officers summarize.
See, right now, still begging for help. Begging for, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Begging for help. And he's like, Judge, it's right here, though. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Like, so that means that I could, like, that means that I can say and ask this, right? Like, he doesn't understand what the fuck is going on.
What witnesses say to them, so that's what I'm referring to as a summary. And if it's in a summary, typically, if it's a direct attribution to a witness, it's in quotes. So with that, ask your question.
This is not in quotes, but I'm going to assume this is summary. Do you remember stating in your summary report that you heard gunshots?
No.
Damn, it took him that long to fucking get that question out. Crazy.
Do you recall if If the injuries suffered by your family were broken bones,
They were not.
so were they bruises?
Yes.
So it wasn't broken bones. It's okay. You know, it's okay. It's fine.
About how long would you say that your family was treated at the hospital before being released?
Hard to say.
Was this a significant amount of time? A few hours?
A few hours, yes.
But to your recollection, they were treated and then released.
Yes.
And who is Nicole?
My wife.
Do you recall Nicole making any statements to law enforcement?
He doesn't even know the names. And I mean, why would he? He didn't study anything. He's like, who is Nicole? He's not asking that question so that, you know, we're setting up something for the jury. He's genuinely asking, who is Nicole? Is that a daughter? Is that your first daughter, your second daughter? Oh, that's your wife? Okay, yeah. So Nicole. Guys.
She made one, yes.
Do you recall Nicole stating that she heard gunshots?
No, I do not.
Hold on, there's been an objection, it calls for hearsay, it's sustained. Any answer that he gave is struck. Jury shall disregard it.
Your Honor, I'm also reading this from the summary.
Question him about what he knows, not what other people said to him.
No, the question was, did he know? Do you recall her saying that she heard gunshots?
You're asking him to confirm hearsay, so it's sustained. Next question or rephrase. Like, are you aware?
Don't help him, Judge Darrell. Don't help him. Like, are you aware? See, she's literally helping him piece by piece, just a little bit, you know, nudging him through. She's not helping him too much, but I see what she's doing. She's kind of making the trial continue. And the only way you can make it continue is kind of just like nudging him in the right direction. Nudging him because he doesn't know shit. So we kind of have to like suggest a route for him. You know what I mean? Like it's a very, this case doesn't happen very often. Even with Ty Tucker, the other man who represented himself, I feel like there was still more structure. This guy had zero structure, like zero. Ty Tucker had, granted, he had some years to really understand the case. You know, it was like 6 years of him just understanding the case. I'm assuming he was studying the case, there, so on and so forth. So he had a better chance. But yo, this is bad. But Brooks is just, there's zero. There's such a lack of direction. It's insane. Such a lack of direction. It's crazy. So when she helps him, I know I keep playing and pausing, but every time she helps him, I feel like she's just trying to get the trial to continue somehow.
Are you aware if she heard gunshots or not?
I'm not aware.
Is it fair to say that right after that you ran straight to your vehicle?
Right after what?
Right after the incident.
There was a slight delay,
And what was that delay?
seeing if our kids were okay.
And then from that, straight to the vehicle.
After the officer came running down the street saying shots fired, we picked up our kids and ran.
So you decided to leave after you heard an officer saying shots fired, or because of the incident at the parade?
After the officer said shots fired.
So would it be fair to say that you weren't initially inclined to leave because of the incident, but because of the shots fired?
Objection.
Grounds.
Like, what? That doesn't even make sense, bro. Your kids just got fucking hit. I don't give a fuck about no shots fired, bro. My back's already turned to that shit from the time my two babies got slammed into the ground. Picking them up and we out. Like, where are we even talking about?
Overruled. He may answer. And then move on.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Would it be fair to say that you were prompted to leave because of the shots fired and not the incident that happened at the parade?
What?
I don't really understand what you're asking.
What prompted you to leave?
My kid's getting hit.
When the officer said shots fired.
Oh, never mind. I thought when his kids got hit, he left. So they must have not got hit that hard then for him to still kind of be lingering. Because if I know I saw my two girls get hit, we're leaving. That's it. We're leaving, like right now. So I don't understand.
So the incident that happened didn't prompt you to leave?
Not
Grounds?
Overruled. He may answer if he understands the question.
We did not want to leave right away because my son said he couldn't feel his legs.
Oh.
And there was a woman there helping us that said he might have a back injury, that we should not move him.
To your recollection, was that woman a nurse or a medical professional?
I don't know.
Would it be fair to say that she was making an assumption?
I don't know.
Do you recall the woman's name?
No, I don't.
Do you recall if she was a spectator or someone marching or
I don't know.
I don't know, brother.
do you recall the description of the woman that told you not to move your child?
I'll object. Relevance.
Grounds.
Overruled. You may answer.
Caucasian, blonde hair.
So it'd be fair to say she seemed pretty concerned.
Very concerned.
So why would you not immediately leave at that point?
Because I didn't know if he had a back injury or what the extent of his injuries were. And if it was a spinal injury, I didn't want to pick him up.
Yeah, that's actually true. Okay. So that's the only reason because, okay, I thought they just got banged around. I still would have took him. But if bro is saying he couldn't even feel his legs, then yeah, we need to figure out what's going on here.
Did you try to make a call for medical attention at that point?
I did not.
And what prompted you not to seek medical attention if you had a assumption that the injuries could be severe?
This all happened within about a 2-second time frame. I mean, it was so fast. Everything was chaotic, and I mean, there wasn't really time to do anything besides try to see if my kids were okay and try to compose myself to take care of them.
So it would be fair to say that you were pretty much like just frozen. You didn't know what to do and how to go about doing it.
Yes.
Do you recall your wife trying to call for medical attention?
No.
Do you recall anyone that you were standing next to or in front of attempting to call medical?
Look at the glossiness in his eyes, like he actually cares. Do you remember anyone next to you or across from you? Man, man, it would be so nice to just spit in his face while his eyes are open and just let that slime ball hit him right there in the eyeball. Just let him have to like see through that shit. Let him have to like look through the fucking spit because this shit is crazy. He is so disrespectful, bro. The disrespect on this guy, bro. This whole questioning is like, oh, so you just froze up and you didn't know what to do, huh? Did your wife at least call for medical attention? No? Oh, she froze up too? She sucks too, huh? Did anybody call for, like, I don't see the direction of these questions, and it's crazy how it's like, I feel the disrespect. It almost in a sarcastic way coming off of Brooks. It's, yeah. A loogie to the eyeball. That's what I would have wanted for him in this very moment.
Attention.
No.
Such a piece of shit.
Do you recall saying in the summarized report this statement? Thomas stated Charles was laying on his back and had blacked out.
To my recollection, yes.
You recall saying that to the officer?
I recall my son saying that.
Do you recall making that statement to the officer that interviewed you?
No, I do not.
Would it be fair to say that that is in the report because you may have said that to the officer,
Yes,
but you don't recall?
I do not.
Did you see any other children struck by the vehicle?
The band.
Any other
Right.
children?
Small children?
Small children.
No, I do not.
But you do recall small children being present, correct?
Yes.
No further questions.
You redirect.
Thank you.
Man, what? No further questions. Bam, slam that home. Yeah, I did that shit. I really slid on that shit. That's what he's saying in his head. Bro, that was like, that went in no direction. Brooks is he's one crazy dude, bro. The one thing you gotta give to him is that he never backed down and tried to get counsel from somebody else. He just kept the nightmare on wheels continuing, man. He just kept on till the end of the trial. No help, in the dark, like a blind man with a stick, just bumping into walls, trying to find his way around until he made it to a 7 life sentence, man. Shit. It's crazy. Anyways, people, I love you guys, man. Shout out my Patreon people. Shout out my YouTube members. Shout out all the YouTube subscribers, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are beautiful. You guys are wonderful people. Now, you guys are dope, though. I deeply, deeply appreciate all you guys, man. You guys are awesome. We're going to come back with some more flames, some more fuego. Until then, my people, stay inside and stay safe. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out of here.